Hello, welcome back. Welcome to the course of Unix for Tester. And in continuation of my Jsch video series, uh, today I'm going to talk on how to receive or how to get the file or how to download the file from Unix server to my local machine via Jsch, which is my Java SSH client. Okay, so if I go to my Unix server, okay, and if I do ls now, I have some files which I can download. Let us say I want to download one of the file. Let us say I want to download this output file.txt. Let me check the content of my file.txt, and it has some content. Okay, it has some content which I want to download now. So this is what content of my uh, output file is. It looks a little weird, but that's what the content of my output file .txt is. Now let us say I want to download this output file .txt to my local machine. Okay, and local machine, let us say I want to download it here, okay, in my G drive. Okay, and my file name is output file.txt, and I do not have any file called as output file.txt over here, right? So let us see how we can achieve this with the help of Jsch, which is a Java client library for achieving this SSH operations. Okay, so basically the process remains same: creating authentication, creating channel, creating sessions. Then with the help of channel, we can get the file using get method. So if you remember last time, to send the file to the Unix server from a local machine, I used a put method. Okay, this time I'm going to use a get method. So without delay, let me switch to my uh, Eclipse. Okay, and here I'm simply going to copy paste my last video file, which is send file to Unix server, and I'm going to paste it with name receive file from Unix server, right? Because most of the content of my file remains same. In fact, almost all the contents of the file remains same. Just the difference would be the type of operation which I'm going to perform. Again, if you're watching this video directly, it is not advisable. Go little back and start watching the video at least from where I started talking about authentication in JSTH, and then a couple of more videos. The very first thing is I'm doing private key path setup. Then with the help of username, my port and my host, I'm setting up the session, and finally I'm creating the I'm opening the channel to perform SFTP operation. So like sending the file to host or getting the file from Unix server, that is my host, is a kind of SFTP operation. So I'm opening the channel basically for SFTP operation, and then I'm typecasting this channel SFTP with channel so that I can use this get and put methods, because it is not available directly in channel. So I need to cast it with a channel SFTP so that I can create the object of SFTP. Okay, here I have created a channel SFTP. Great. Now my channel SFTP channel has some methods like get, put, and all, which I have shown you last time. So you can see I have some whole bunch of put methods. Okay, and again it has some fields like uh, offset and all, how much time we should wait, and all those things. If there are any issues, it has again some method like if you want to get a list of all the files, so instead of sending the command, you may use this SFTP operation, or if you want to get your PWD or any other things. So this time I'm going to use this get operation where I need my source file and destination file. Okay, so this is something which I'm going to use now. So what is my source? My source file is, it is in home/Prakash, because my source file is basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the file from Unix server, download the file from Unix server. So my source, in this case my source location would be this particular file. Okay, so and this particular file is present, if you check over here, my present working directory, it is home/Prakash. Okay, so that's what I have mentioned, home/Prakash, followed by my file name, which is output file.txt, and then I want to store it in my G drive, which is my destination. Okay, and my file name I want is output file.txt, and I just want two slashes. Great. So that is what the change in this particular script should be. Okay, so instead of put, I'm using get method, so that I'm trying to get the content, get the file from my Unix server to my local machine, and rest other things remain same. I'm doing the validation if my SFTP channel is null or not, and if it is, then I'm trying to exit it. Then I'm trying to disconnect the channel, and I'm disconnecting the session. Okay, so these are the cleanup activities which I'm doing. So the main part is this SFTP.get. Okay, so that's it. I think I have in the code. Let me try and execute this. If I can get the file which I mentioned over here to my local machine. Okay, so you can see SFTP is execution is completed. Great. Now let me go to my G drive and see if any file called as, what is the file name, output file. Do I have any? Yes, I do have output file, and you can see it is just downloaded before a second, and if I open this, it should have the same content what I had in what I have shown you here, right? Basically they are not in a line. That is some other issue. That's fine. That has nothing to do with this particular operation. Okay, so this is how basically you can receive the file from my Unix server to my local machine. So when you will get such a kind of scenario, so as I said again, assume a situation where you want to do the file processing. Linux or Unix shell script will, let us say, generate some kind of files. Could be any kind of files, could be your text files or XML files or Excel file, or could be any kind of file, database dumps, or could be anything. So if you want to download those files to your local machine so that you can do further validation on that file by using your, let us say, Java code in this case, then for such operations we need to receive the file from we need to get the file basically from the Unix server on my local machine, so that I can do the further operations and do my validations on it, right? So great. So that's it I have for this video. In my next video I'm going to talk about so let us say you have a situation like you have sent the file to the Unix or Linux server, then it has triggered a shell script. Then it has generated your output file. Okay, or let us say your shell script generates couple of more files, so you want to check if your shell script has generated, or in simple terminology, if you want to check if any file exists into the Unix or Linux server or not. Okay, so I'm going to talk more about this concept in my next video, so stay tuned. Thank you.